Oh, I'm sorry. Bird is doing it. Even before I start. Well, wait. Hi. Got something to cut out while I'm waiting. You're in now, but it says no viewers. So what's all that about? Just cut this out. See if anyone else comes in. Sorry, the microphone's not in front of my face. Hi. I think I've seen you for a long time. Oh, there's 2 people now. So if you're there and you normally come in, say hi. Putting this out for the collage I'm doing after. And it'll be quicker. Let's cut it out. Someone else is there while they're lurking. Just going to cut this out while I'm waiting. If not, I'll just get on with it. Sometimes I have to refresh. How does that do that? We shall see. I've got card reading to do, which I think I'll do first because it's actually in front of me. I'm going to put the camera down so you can actually see it. Then it's the Beauty and the Beast. My thoughts on that, and then and then the collage thing. So if anyone else is there, say hi because I really do hate this chat. And I'm going to check on my phone if it's. Three people there. Someone else say hi. I don't mean I hate chat, I just hate. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same. Hey. So TMTT15's in the house. 2 others. But I don't know who they are. What's this? All messages. Got that one. Oh. Something to you. Right. I'm going to give it 2 minutes and I'm going to start because obviously people can catch up with this after. So that's okay. Just that I don't normally. I used to film it, not live, but it doesn't let me go long enough. So, guys, I might as well drink this because I'm not going to drink. Everyone will come in and go, but I didn't get a notification. I'll be like, never know, you won't. That's how they like to play it. Got my little Trump coin on the side. I'm going to change to the other screen actually. Getting this one. So I'm going to get going. because I'm absolutely shattered. Like I said, I've had 3 nights of going to sleep about 2 o'clock in the morning, and the same yesterday, all on and off, because Finn wasn't well. He's actually gone to his dad's now, so got some time. So I'm just really tired, so I'm going to get this done, and then I'm going to go and chill out to Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. Yes, the new series, which I watched and just found out that the 2nd series is on. If anyone's in, because it says 5 are in now, just waiting because you probably didn't get notifications. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the new series, and I'm on the 2nd series, and I was watching it because I used to love Sabrina the Teenage Witch when I was younger, like most kids did. But what they're trying to do with it now, I can see what they're trying to do. Even though I like it, but I can see the darker cult they're trying to throw in there. But I still like it because, like I said, Star on the book that she's learning from on Netflix is upside down, and the pentacle upside down, the pentagram I should say, is deceit and stuff, is the wrong way up, and we all know it's coming back round. Talking about witches, this is a cup I used to have ages ago. Yeah, I'll get some rest. I'll get some rest after I did this. I said I'd do it, so I will do. And then I'm going to go and chill out to Sabrina Teenage Witch. I have lots of different mugs. I love different mugs. It depends how I'm feeling. And I've not used this one for ages, and I love this one. Authentic Witch's Brew. And I like this one because people have got to realise, when people go on about witches or wizards, or even if you believe in it or not, and even Trump calls Hillary, the witch, well, she is the Wicked Witch of the West. She's for the dark side. There's 2 sides, and even if you watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch, even the one they're trying to push out, you'll see there's a dark side and light side, and that's what it's all about, that programme, going for the dark or the light. But they are pushing, making out the dark side's good, if you get what I'm saying. But I've not drank out of that one for ages, but I just thought I'd throw that in there, seeing as I was talking about that, and I was like, oh yeah, I've not drank out of this mug for ages. Some people were like, ooh, it's like, no, there's a dark side and a light side. Everything here. So anyway, I'm watching that, and I'm going to get back into it because it was getting a bit juicy, so I'm going to watch that again after, and not let it affect me, because I can see what they're trying to pump out, but because I see it, it doesn't make a difference to me. I see it as a good thing because I'm not looking at their message they're trying to put in it, subliminal messages. So I'm going to show you my card reading and my intuitive spin on it, because I'm starting to learn it again. I've got loads of decks. I used to be into it. I've not done it for a while. More oracles, not the tarot. So I'm relearning again, but trying to not go off the book, and just did it today to see what was what. So I'm just going to go through that now and actually show you pictures. I've had to pull some cards to the side because they won't fit under, because I think I'm going to try and show you, talk through it, and then I'm going to come back onto my face, and then I'm going to do the Beauty and the Beast, which I call Carbon and Diamond. Put my little spin on that from the Disney. And then I'm doing some art, some collage to do with Gaia. It's going to be a Gaia-y sort of motherly, earthy picture. And I'm going to show you that so you can see me doing it. Might be quite therapeutic to some of you, or positive. That's what we need to blast out there. So I'm going to see if this works. If you can see cards, they're going to be upside down. I need to look at them. Mind you, I could turn them the right. Actually, I've wrote it down anyway, because I wrote it down today, what was coming in, without looking at the book or anything, what I could see. So I wrote it all down. This is for Scorpio. For some reason, I just got attracted to Scorpio, so I thought, right, it's card reading. Even though it sort of will resonate with a lot of what's going on at the minute, because these are the energies that it's throwing out, but it is for Scorpio. So I'm going to try and turn the cards around so you can see them the right way up, because I've wrote it out anyway, so I'll be able to point at it from the opposite way around. So I'll just turn around. Supposed to be 3 sets of 3, like 9. The other ones, I might be able to just squeeze the bottom. So right, it was that one. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Because there to do. That's why I'm going to try and get through this quick. It's my spin on it, and it's from the deck. These are beautiful cards. Hi Sue. I'm going to try and do this reading that I've wrote it all down, but not from the book, just from how I saw it, because you can do it intuitively. So this deck I got ages ago, a couple of years ago, and I loved the pictures, but it just didn't resonate for ages, but now they are. They are gorgeous. See, they are gorgeous. Earth journey, grow, love, everyone. Yeah, totally grow, love. That's what it's all about. It's about keeping in positivity, so we're not feeding negative entities. You know, material and spiritual entities. You don't want them. You know, these beautiful, beautiful pictures, very spiritual, really, really, really nice pictures. So, and obviously, you always get a book with your cards have just fell out. With your, let me get this, or I'm going to lose it. Where it's gone. That's just got, oh yeah, there it is. Right, so, upside down everywhere. That's the, I might get used to doing this, so we'll just see. Cards I pulled the other day was the Star, the Queen of Cups, and Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. So I'm just going to do this bit quickly because I'm going to put the camera down so you can see. But this was Scorpio, but I know it's going to feel like a lot of people, the sort of energy that's going about at the minute. Anyway, so let's see. I Five Flames. I'm just going to read this tarot out of how I saw it because it's intuitive. So let me see if I put the camera down. And you're not going to see me while I just go through this, hopefully. So there's the cards. If I can get this camera. Oh, this camera. Right. That's all I can show at the minute, so I'll have to sort of show you the cards. But where am I? That's the. So I think I'm going to have to show you the three first. So first ones were that one and that order. That one, and that one, and that order. I'm going to have to show you them separate so you can see them. That one, and that one. It's a bit like past, present, and future. Three sets of cards. I'll show you how it went in order. One by one. I pulled this card out. I never say this. The Hierophant card, if I've said it properly. Don't know if you can see, but I was asking an energy about what this pull was about, what this card reading was about. And what I wrote down, because I wrote this down, was oh no, sorry. Oh yeah, was cutting through truths, because it is the Knight of Swords, which is, where did I write? The Knight of Swords. It's like, I've wrote this down, so this is what I saw it as, is cutting through truths, which I see as spiritual, because the swords, suits of swords is air, the air element. Cutting through truths. So it could be seeking truths in, you know, all sorts of areas, religion, government, you know, all that sort of stuff on the sort of material side, or spiritual meanings. You have to do you have lots of air spirits around you. That's what came out for that card. So that was one of the questions, that Scorpio is looking for a lot of truths right now. This was the card that was put on the side to ask, like, sort of what energy was coming off this reading. So that was the sort of question to this reading. And then I did the outcome, which was on my Nature's Whispers, but I'll leave that to the end. So I'm going to go through them one by one. So I can't come in chat because I can't really see. So the first one was the Hierophant, which to me is it's like a male energy, because it's to do with like priest or pope sort of energy. And this is more like in the physical, the material, the intellectual. You're fighting with truths in the physical. And this is like this starter card. So you're, like I said before, with cutting through truths with the King of Swords, you're fighting with truths right now, maybe from the outside and the inside. Then the following card after that was the Hermit, which we've all had the Hermit, haven't we? Because a lot of us on here are, have been hermits with, you know, searching for the truth when you go in, and this is what this is basically about. So I wrote the Hermit. As you're looking for these truths and cutting through lies, deception, you have felt the need to become like the Hermit, going within your shell. So you don't have the outside influences of the outside world, like work, friends, family, you know, programming and all this stuff from the outside, you know, the 3D. So you've got that one, and then following on that, because the tarots are like a storytelling game, because that's sort of what they used to be, was the Tower, and this is sort of the past or how you've been feeling. So this is Scorpio, by the way, but it can be linking in a lot of people because it's the energy as well. This is the energy I was linking into as truths anyway, but this is what I wrote about the cards in my intuitive, you know, way. So the Tower, as you can see, is burning. So I wrote down, just turn my notes over, I hope you can hear me. The Tower. Tower, feeling your world has been falling down, you know. We've all been feeling a bit that. You're feeling your world is falling down, destroyed. But this is a great strength in feeling that way. Because if you hit rock bottom, the only way is up. You know, you can only go up after hit rock bottom. So though you feel your tower's burning, you will, you know, they say a lot of people find strength out of traumas, if you get what I'm saying. So it's not always seen as a bad thing. This is also oh no, it wasn't that one that I was talking about. So you know, you find strength in the most painful traumas sometimes. So that was sort of in the past, or how you've been feeling recently. I will come back into chat when I just want to get this out of the way quickly. The cards that followed that is sort of like present, is after that, sorry, I've got paint. After those feelings of what did I say? Wanting to find truths about the material, you know, the 3D world, because this is what this card's a lot to do with. It's male energy as well, and you going within yourself, the Hermit, and then feeling like your tower's falling down, you know, when you're doing all this, because obviously you're staying away from friends and things. It's, you know, it is hard, we all know that. Then after that, in the present, you start to realise that the Page of Swords, see the picture, I wrote, it's an air sign. You're rising in strength. You're rising in strength, going within, letting go of the physical, the intellectual, the material sides of life. The warm glow of the sun that you can see there. I don't know if you can see this picture. What did I put? The warm glow of the sun. Understanding you need this time. You're relaxing, not feeling as anxious. You're feeling a bit more one with yourself. The sword is held in a relaxed position, ready if you need to defend those past negative energies off, if needed, if needs be. But you know, with the strength of the sword by your side, you have an ally. You know, and seeing as it's an air element anyway, it could be, sword by your side could be an air sign. But I don't know if you can see this picture, because you're ascending, you're pretty relaxed, because after the bit of, you know, maybe truths you're finding out, you're just relaxing a little bit into it, because you're beginning to realise, you know, going within yourself, you'll find your own truth. So you're beginning to relax a little bit. Then after that card comes the Queen of Swords. Four of Swords, sorry, not the Queen of Swords, which I put down. Oh no, sorry, not the Queen. Yeah, the Four of Swords, not the Queen of Swords. Is this lovely picture? Funnily enough, because we had the one at the beginning, which is the, let me see, because I can never say this word properly, the Hierophant, which is this one, this card, I don't know if you can see But the Hierophant's very material, male energy. This one's more of a female energy, a bit like Sophia. See the flowers there? I don't know if you can see the card properly, but I've wrote for this one in my intuition was the sun behind you, divine feminine energy, looking after you, loving and nurturing yourself, standing in the light. No more being afraid. The warmth of this energy surrounds you, lifting your spirits. Everything will work out. I don't know if you can see that. Got the glow of the sun behind her. You know, she's see the picture. I just thought that was really nice because these cards really do follow on from each other. And then after that card, because I'm just doing this really quickly, was the Queen of Wands, which see properly, playing a harp here. She's in earthly elements, but the Wands is the fire element. But I saw this as after you're going through some traumas, maybe finding truth out, realising there's deceit been going on in the material world. I put the Queen of Wands, fire element. You have the fire in your belly. Energy is it sings. It sings to you to push you forward, to take the action. Listen to your intuition. Know when your harmony with and not fighting against yourself. It plays a perfect tune, which we were talking about frequencies, as in there's a harp there. I don't know if you can see it. Harp, she's playing a harp. When you're in tune with you inside, and tune with the outside, it'll just be harmony. You're playing a harmonious tune because you'll be in the right frequency. You know, it'll be lining up properly. So that one, and then after that one, it was, which was really good because I've just talked about the female and the male energy, was the Two of Cups. And that's a water sign, and they're normally to do with emotions and love, the water signs. And it is a male and a female. So it could be meaning someone's coming into your life, a relationship, or your relationship's getting more connecting, or it's that male energy and female energy of balance coming in to you because of all this truth seeking you're doing and going within and realising you've got to, you know, go with the flow and let these things come and go. But I wrote down the male and female energy working together. A relationship could come, or be working on unison together, or yourself with those two energies coming together. Because with these merging, can be quite difficult to let them in together. It's all about balance. But I have a feeling it's both energies coming together as one, outside and the inner, knowing. And then after that card, got the Eight of Cups, which, yes, it does look like after all that, it's like, oh, she's going to the depths of the sea. Maybe that's not good because this is to do with emotions again. But if you look carefully, this lovely mermaid is going down to the bottom of the sea. You could think of despair because this is emotions again. But she has a cup in her hand the right way up, and she has a little light on her head here in the dark. So I saw that as the water element. This could be a hard time, letting these energies merge, as we're all finding out. It could be a hard time while they merge, but no, in the depth of the darkness, there's always a light to guide the way, which is what I talked about at the beginning. And she has got a little light, I don't know if you can see, because on her head there, guiding her. So, she's got a little guidance there anyway. But that's just letting, those energies merge together. You might feel like you're going down again because it is a little bit up and down. So after that card followed the Page of Wands, which is fire again, the fire element. But if you look closely, I don't know if you can, but she's actually she's playing the fiddle. So she's playing music again. And what I got off this one was the Eight of Cups. Oh, not the Eight of Cups, sorry. Oh, sorry, on the water one, the last one, the Eight of Cups, this one, I also wrote in big letters, you know how to do this now. Listen to you, go within. When it gets a little tough and confusing, it's about learning to switch off and take care of you. Page of Wands, which is just in now. Fire element. You have the will, the fire, the power to bring it back into alignment. You know this because this is what we're all learning at the minute, but you know this. So that overall reading means to me, you can be going through thick and thin, going up and down with different energies, but you know, because you're learning that if you let things go and just keep moving on, you know, even when there's dark times, you can see the light, that you're learning how to do this, that it will all be all right in the end, and it will just come back in with the getting on the frequency with a tune, because she's playing a fiddle again, playing music again. That if you align yourself up with that positive energy, you know, it'll all be okay. And the last card that I pulled out was what can help you line up with putting action in, because the card we asked at the beginning for Scorpio was sort of what was the answer, and it was the Knight of Swords, which is the air element, and it's cutting through truths. I saw this as. So hi Nathan, hi everyone who's just come in. The card that I asked for what could help you with this was 27 out of the Nature's Whispers, and it was actually maintain your childlike spirit. So what I'm asking you to do, Scorpio, is think about when you was younger and what made you happy, and go back to doing something. Because if it's something that makes you happy, positive, those negative thoughts, feelings, energies and all that is gonna drop away. It's all about now, with what we're finding out, about bringing positivity in, because if you're just constantly thinking about negativity, doing negative things, hanging around with negative people, so on and so on, you're feeding also an entity in the material world, you're also feeding it up above, as we like to say. It's all about being positive and feeding positive material entity and also the spiritual one above. So, you know, have fun, look at what you used to love when you were a child. Like I said, if it's painting, singing, dancing, do it. Do what makes you happy. Bring that joy back in. So that was for Scorpio, but it probably resonates with a lot of people. So I just wanted to get that out because that's what I wanted to do today. So, hi folks. I'm really tired, like I said, but I'm going to do this because I said I would. So I don't know if anyone's Scorpio and heard that, but mumbled over a bit of it, but I did just look at the cards and write out what came in. So that was that. Move everything. Oh yeah, and the other day I went to the thrift shop and I had to get some change. I thought I'd go to the thrift shop because I saw these in the window and I thought for £1 each. I thought, oh, they'll do for the garden because I've got little tea lights in the garden. So I got these for £1 each. Little lanterns for the back garden. So now I'm going to do the little chat on Beauty and the Beast, if I can get this out because I'm so tired, and then I'm going to do some collaging, and then I'm going to go and watch Sabrina, and then I'm going to go to bed. So this is quite funny. The other day when I woke up, I said, the thought came in my head, Beauty and the Beast, and then the thought came in, so hi everyone who's in. Yeah, I've got a sort of blue, yeah, and I've got this necklace on, which makes me laugh because I put it on this morning and realised it looks a bit like Belle's necklace out of Beauty and the Beast. But hi to everybody who's in. But Beauty and the Beast, it just came in carbon and diamond. So I don't know if I'm going to get this out right, but this is just how I see it as. So Miss the Scorpio reading, I'll watch it. Oh, you Scorpio, Rachel? Are you Scorpio? So I'm going to go into the pictures and I'm going to see if this comes out right. So now I need to find out where I wrote it. Book. Because we all know there's messages out there in films, but I just saw this and thought, this is how my brain works on stuff. So funny. you using your witchy mug I've always used? I've got it, Sue, I've got it. I just dragged it out the cupboard because I just said to anyone who's come in, I was just watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the new series, and the second series has just come out. But I can see what they're trying to pump out on the occult dark side, what they're trying to pump out. But I like it because I can see what they're doing, so I don't have to take any notice of that. Because the star's upside down on Sabrina the Teenage Witch's book, which is deceit, lies, and all that bad energy. It's the other way around, is what's coming in now, because they always reverse everything. So when I look at that, I'm like, yeah, I can see what they're trying to do, but I do like it because we're all witches and wizards at heart, you know. We're all witches and wizards at heart. So yeah, I'll have to start drinking out of it. Some people will be like, whoa. So let's see if I can get this out. Beauty and the Beast. So let's have a look at some pictures. Right. Here's Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. So here's Belle and the Beast, and I actually quite fancied the Beast as the Beast and not actually as the Prince, but there you go. But we've got Belle and Beast. So there's them. So I'm just going to go through this a little bit. Let's see if anyone can guess where I'm going with this. So I've got Belle. Now I see Belle. Oh, that's not Belle. Right, we've got Gaston. You know Gaston. Gaston. Here's Gaston and Belle. Now Gaston, I see. Who would you think I would see Gaston as in what we're sort of finding out about how we're lied to in reality? What would you see Gaston as? If anyone gets what I'm saying. You know, he's the muscly guy, he's the one that all the ladies swoon after. But really, he's a bit of a div. And does anyone want to put in chat, what would you see Gaston as? If anyone gets what I'm saying before I say it. And then you'll get what I'm talking about when I talk about the next one. In this story of Carbon 666, the Beast, you know, and the diamond, I see, lies. I see Gaston as the ego, the false ego. He could be, it is like 666, the mark of the beast. He's the false ego to me, the false ego, because he fancies himself. He knows all the ladies like him. And if you've seen the film Beauty and the Beast, if you haven't, then, you know. But Belle's not really bothered. She's like, oh, God, he's right, dweeb. You know. And he wants to marry her because she's the best, I don't know, looking girl in the village. Or she's different. Because remember, Belle is very different to all the other girls. She lives with her father because I think her mother died, if that's the right story. Yeah, he's a troublemaker, but he acts all, oh, I'm this and I'm great, and all the women swoon after him. She's really not bothered, and because she's really not bothered, he is bothered. He wants her, but she's very different in the village. All the people in the village think she's a bit weird and a bit strange, a bit like us lot, because everyone thinks we're a bit weird and a bit strange, don't they? Because of the stuff where we believe in and stuff like this. Yeah, the alpha male. So I see him as like the false ego. So then the next picture is Belle's father. Now, what would you say Belle's father is in our story today in this world? Belle's father is the crazy nutter, like all we are. Because if anyone remembers in the film or the cartoon, because there's actual film out of it, yeah, they do kiss the guns while looking in the mirror. It's ridiculous. The nutter, and he gets carted away, doesn't he, for saying outlandish things and being mad. There's a beast that lives in the woods, and he's took my daughter, and this, and there's a magic mirror, and there's this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. And they're all like, oh, he's a nutter, a bit like us lot, isn't it? We're a bit like him. So we've got the nutters of the world, The next one, who've we got? Right, we've got I see. Now, some of the characters, I don't think I've done all of them. Some of the characters is Luminaire. So we've got Luminaire. We find Luminaire. Right, we've got Luminaire, which is, I think it's Luminaire, which is the candle, obviously. I see Luminaire as the I wouldn't be able to trust Gaston. No, like Gaston, no one. Can't remember the song. I see Luminaire as the illuminated ones. I know the different characters when they turn back into real people, but I just think, you know, that everything that's going on, you know, shine your, yeah, the truth, shine your little, you know, light, shine your little candle in the darkness, sort of thing. This is how I think. Shine your little light in the dark, you know. So that's what I see him as. So next one is Cogsworth, I think it is. Cogsworth. So I see Cogsworth as, here he is. Cogsworth. He, to me, in what, you know, when they've not changed into human form, I see Cogsworth as like the clock's ticking, old man time, you know, the sort of planetary thing that's going on, you know, with it's like the stars are like a, you know, an earth clock with certain energies that come in. I sort of see it like that, and you know, the wheel of time. Yes, JP, you know, yes, I'll get there in a minute. I sort of see it as this time that we've got to shine our little lights, to bring truth in. Jupiter is father of time. Yeah, and that this Jupiter thing's mad fifth world. So that's how I sort of see, because I'm just doing a quick one on this. I just thought it'd be quite fun. Cogsworth. Now, Chip and his mum, I see Chip and his mum as, just like JP said, Chip and his mum I see as innocence. The child is the innocence, you know, he's curious, he wants to jump around, he gets excited, he wants to ask questions like kids do. And his mother I see as the female energy of, she wants to protect Chip, and she's very like, she tries to calm the situations down, obviously like mothers do, and, you know, even the beast. But what the good thing is about the characters that live in the castle, I know there's a few more like the wardrobe, and I think there was there a tray on wheels, you know, like a butler tray, a tray on wheels, and I sort of see that. I haven't got a picture of it. I think that was in, if anyone knows. I see that as like, because it's service and it was a butler, service to yourself or service to others. So are you serving yourself or others? Because if you're serving, I know we say look after yourself, but that side's a bit of the dark side. So I sort of see that as that duality thing that's going on, you know, the dark or the light. But Chip and his mother is, like I've just said, the innocence and the caring and the nurturing. So that's that bit. Obviously there were some other characters. And then in the castle, we have the rose, right? So we have the rose, but just let me go back to the beast. So we'll go back to the beast. Now, the beast on the outside, you know, never judge a book by its cover. I can't remember the story now. What was the story at the beginning? He was a bit selfish, wasn't he? Blah de blah, and the witch or whatever turned him into a beast and said, you need to, you know, go within yourself and find the, you know, the love and all that sort of stuff, and then you'll change back if you find true love, sort of thing, you know, fairy tale. But to me it's a bit like don't judge a book by its cover, because deep down inside he was good. He just had to get past all that sort of materialistic, bit of an ego again, a bit like Gaston but not quite, but he was just getting mixed up in his the world that he was in because he was a prince, but really he wasn't like that. So I sort of see the beast as that. So when Belle came to find him, obviously at first he was like, yeah, humbled. He was first like, rah, you know, and angry and, you know, this sort of stuff. But really, he was just angry because he was scared that she wouldn't like him. And when she stayed longer, she had to stay, she realised, sorry, I'm just messing around. She realised, you know, he wasn't this, you know, evil beast. He was quite loving and nice-natured, and he read a lot of books, you know, a lot of books. He wasn't watching TV, was he? And then the rose comes in, because when she found out about the rose, you know, which made me laugh because it's there again in a dome, you know, Disney always put a dome on everything, don't they? A snow globe thing. And the Disney castle in Disney World, when Tinkerbell, even Owen Benjamin said this, puts the wand over it, goes in a dome shape, you know, like rolling a dome of deceit. But she finds out about this rose and finds out the story that every time the rose petals fall, you know, he's running out of time. A bit like we've been running out of time with bringing this love energy in. And this is what this is about to me. It's about the love energy. He has got to show himself. He has got to ascend to love, to show his true colours from the inside. He might not look it on the outside, you know. And he's got to transform himself from within. And she sees through that. So, at the end, you know, that's how I see this as. We're all turning into a rose. What is a rose? What is a rose in the cosmos? What is a rose in the universe? Universal pattern of love. What we are, yeah? So that's how I see that. And then, obviously, when they... I don't think I've got a picture of them two together where they were dancing. I did take a picture, but I've lost it. So, you know, I know he looks a bit grumpy on here, but they come together in the end, and she wears a gold dress when she's dancing. I sort of saw that as lead going to gold, or, like I said, carbon 666, mark of the beast. The beast there. He's had the mark of the beast put on him. He wasn't the beast because Gaston was really the beast. He was the ego, the false ego. But really the beast, as in the beast here with Belle, sort of had the mark of the beast put on him. She had to see through the veil. She had to see through the mask. She had to see in the depth of his heart. But because she was always thought different anyway and didn't think like the other girls in, the golden age, exactly, didn't see... if the other girls went there, the ones who were in the material world that like Gaston, because they're from the 3D, they wouldn't have saw the beast as nice. Now, when I watched this film, you'll laugh at me, I always fancied the beast as the beast. I was like, oh, he's really nice, I like him, because I'm a bit weird like that. But yes, that's what it's about. That's how I see it. So, then, apparently, some of the... windows in churches and the windows in the castle, in a lot of the castles, like Disney castles, and I think it was in the castle of Beauty and the Beast, had this on it. So this makes me think, is this why churches, if you look, have roses in the windows? Now I see this as, don't get offended anyone who's religious, because we know about a lot of churches that got took over by the dark side and they're not pumping the right stuff out. Do they put these pictures of the roses in the windows, these stained glass windows, because they're showing off, you know, they put it out in front of you plain as day, that they've captured us, because that is a universal frequency, love, the rose, you know, and they use it in their sacrifices, because people say, oh, the red rose is bad, like they use it for Valentine's Day. It's not, it's just how they use it. They laugh at us. I see this as this now. Everyone goes on about the roses in stained glass windows. It's like we've caught it. We've got it. We're laughing at you, because if anyone knows, when you start looking into this stuff, they do shove things in front of our faces, and they have been laughing at us. No longer, because they are the powers that were, aren't they? We're not allowed to say, the powers that were. So this is how I saw this film, and I just woke up in the morning the other day, and that just popped into my head, so that's why I had to come and share it with you. Some might think it's silly, some might get it. I thought it was like, yeah, because they put it out in all the films. It's in all the films. It's like I'm watching Sabrina the Teenage... Right, I'm going to come back in now because I've shown you all the pictures. So let me close that down and I'll come back in. So I don't know if anyone got that, but I was like, yeah, because they put it out in all the films. I'm watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch at the minute, the series on Netflix. I've just found out there was... the second one was out yesterday, so I've started watching it. But they are pumping out Satan, because she's got the book and the stars upside down. It should be the right way around. That's what, because I said planets, we will be talking about this again. I don't know if it's planets or a planet, makes a pattern in the sky of the pentagram. But reversed, it's all deceit and evil, like we know. That's why they worship Satan, and they have it upside down. The right way up is 5-pointed star, the right way up, the point at the bottom, not the point at the point at the top, sorry, not the point at the bottom where it looks like the goat's head, because the point at the top, earth, air, fire and water and spirit. That's what we are. We're made of the elements, but we are from earth. We are organic, but we are of the stars as well. If anyone gets what I'm saying. Watching for so I just thought I'd throw that out there. And just before I go into my collage making, thank you, Fifth. I'm cutting some pictures out to do this collaging that I'm going to show you in a minute. Yeah, and they go about the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye is like me looking at the perspective, going above it and looking out. But they take our symbols and they turn them into bad. So, and I come across these little snippets. So I thought I'd cut them out, and because I was going to stick them in my book, and then I was like, oh, hang on a minute, I'll read these out. So, before I start sticking and gluing, I saw this, you know, the eye. So I'll just read this. It says, reaching for the stars. This was from the beginning of this year, I think, in a magazine that I've not read properly. So I just thought this was funny, so I thought I'd read it. Jupiter is the spiritual eye. Yeah, exactly. Your spiritual eye and that eye. So listen to this, because you'll like this. I was just laughing at Dolly having a crush on the beast. I like the beast. I like Chewbacca. He looks a bit like the beast. See, I'd do all right with an alien race. I'd be like, yeah, I fancy you. That's all right. I can see through your hairiness or whatever. And I actually fancy Bumblebee out of Transformers. So, you know, yeah. I can see through it. So anyway, I'm going to read this out, so I won't be able to see chat in a minute. Across the solar system, there are beings, this was in a magazine, there are beings ready to communicate with you. Star beings are extraterrestrials from advanced civilization, located on different star systems and planets all over the universe. These light beings may take physical form, but can be present on the astral or non-physical realms. Many believe that we are observed by and under the eye, under the influence of star beings, and that we can communicate with them if we open ourselves up for contact. Of course. Star seeds, you know what we've been talking about in the book of Christos and that. Star seeds are human beings whose previous lives, because we've been talking about that, reincarnation, all that, previous lives were taking place on other planets. They are thought to be particularly receptive to channeling star beings. We're going to be talking about this. In addition to the 7 chakras in our physical bodies, because we have the 7 ones above as well, and in our physical bodies, that it's thought that there are further chakras outside our bodies. Yeah, because we have the physical bodies, chakras, whatever you want to call them, energy balls, and we have the energy balls above, don't we, called the 7 planets? Yeah. The bodies both immediately above and below us, as above, so below. These include your cosmic portal chakra, which can be used to access your higher self and understand divine love, and the soul star portal, where you can connect to the star beings and other energies from elsewhere in the galaxy, raising your vibration through meditation and consciously making positive life changes. Can assist in activating these additional chakras of energy centers, because as I said yesterday, we are star seeds opening our little stargates to the things that were hidden from us. And we put our blinkers on, didn't we? So I saw that, so I thought, oh, I'm going to read that out. Then I came across this because I thought, yeah, she looks a bit earthly, Mother Earthly. And then I went, oh, a deal with destiny. So I'll just read this one out. It's tearing my Pisces apart. What is that? What exactly is soul contract? I'm going to be doing a chat on this as well. Soul contract, and how does it help you progress spiritually in this lifetime? Because the contract is, if you think you've had hurt and pain in the past, you made a soul contract to that to make you grow. And I'm going to be doing a talk on that. Soul contract is an agreement we made before birth to help our souls grow, because this is what it's all about, helping your souls to grow, ascend, whatever you want to call it. The ultimate goal is to give and receive the unconditional love of the universe, and this can take many lifetimes and many difficult lessons. So these contracts are entered into to ensure you learn certain lessons, help progress you along your spiritual path. You choose the time and place of your birth and your parents to determine what you want to experience before you're born. Your soul also remembers all its past lives and experiences. It's also aware of the lifetimes awaiting you although you usually have no conscious memory of this after you're born. Your spirit guides then help you in this life to keep you on the right path to ensure you learn the lessons you need and fulfill your soul contract. And that's why I think a lot of stuff came in to deceive us, to keep us from our soul contracts and moving up the game onto the next level. That's what I believe. You don't have to believe in that, but I know a lot of you do. And that was in a magazine. I just thought, oh, I'll just cut. And I was like, these are the things that I'm going to be talking about, because we've sort of touched on them anyway. So I hope you like that. So I'm going to be keeping that, because that will remind me of some chats that we're going to have a chat about. But yeah, so now I'm going to get my book out, and I'm going to just do some, it's a bit meditating probably. I'm going to switch the camera down so you can see what picture I'm just going to randomly put together. I have already cut some stuff out, well, ripped it out. Get my glue out, I'll show you. I'm not going to show you the last one. That I drew one out today specifically for this. I've got my scissors and my glue and a brush, which is this matte medium. This is what I use. It doesn't go shiny. I ripped out a load of pages, which I'm just going to cut up while I'm chatting and see what I'm doing. If I do go quiet, just watch what I'm doing. It might be just because I'm getting into it and I might forget to speak. So that's all right. I'm going to be doing more of these because I can aim the camera down and you can see. It will be upside down for you, but I will turn it around. You know, and it's all this sort of stuff. And I have said before, doing this is really relaxing. And it's like a magic book, as in, you're putting all your positivity in here, it will go out. We're not collecting negativity. We're not collecting negative pictures. We're not watching horrible horror films. We are collecting all the light and the love in a book, because then it becomes a bit like a book of life, doesn't it? It's projecting all this love and the things that make you happy. So I do think it's a good idea. You know, I've drawn in here as well, which this was last year, funnily enough. This was last year. Let your light shine through. And it says, it's not just about being beautiful on the outside. It's addictive. It is Sue, isn't it? Because I know Sue started it. And you can just make beautiful pictures up, you know, beautiful pictures up and cut the words out of magazines. I use a lot of, and it's very necessary at the minute with what's going on with the energies and people finding stuff out and feeling all the energies that are coming in. You know, these sort of spiritual magazines, like In the Moment, Spirit and Destiny, and Breathe. So, because they have nice pictures in, spiritual stuff and words. And if you're not good at drawing, you can just do this. So I'm going to move my microphone over here. So I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me. I'm going to open my book, and there was a picture that I scribbled out. Do you remember this picture I did? So I just scribbled. And it doesn't matter because you glue it over. It was just this picture. I've not done anything with it. So I'm going to stick over this. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So you're just going to see me moving around and putting it in. So if I go quiet, it's just because I'm going to stick now. Because I was going to do this anyway. So you might as well join me. So literally picture a different outcome. Forgive everyone. Yeah, that's what it's all about, Fifth World. And that's why I was saying about a comic, a guy who used to write himself in a comic. You're manifesting if you're doing this. If you're putting positive energy in, you love doing it, and you're putting really good things of visions and things in a book, it works that way as well. Call it magic. So yeah, so this is the choice we want. We want positive. We don't want negative. She still needs doing it background. So I'm going to move the camera down. Like I said, if I don't, thank you, so you love it. Yeah, it's good. And I advise anyone who's not tried it, try it. It doesn't cost a lot of money. So I'm going to put the camera down, and you can see how I sort of put it together. So you're just going to see a little bit. So I'm just going to rip this. You don't even have to be that neat about it, because I'm going to try and fill the background in. So these are Blossom, because I think I said I'd do sort of a earthly Gaia sort of picture. Oh no, I've put the glue on the wrong side. I'm going to get glue on it anyway. So I can see chat. So just want you to see what I do, and this is going to be done pretty quick because I'm pretty tired. want to go and chill out and watch the... Let's see, I'm going to... Yeah, and you can go over the page because you can cut bits that go over, and you can go over with the glue with this stuff. You can put it off after. If it overlaps your page. Hi Tapper, we've got Fifth, Revel, JP, Tammy. Who have we got in? I only see Lulu. I can only see the ones that are at the bottom, so if I'm not shouting your name out, it's just because I can't see you at the minute. Stick this in. You can stick glitters on and everything. Empathic. Also, I'm putting this in with stitch work on it with a needle because I think we're stitching our a new way up, aren't we? If anyone gets what I'm saying, I'm half asleep here, but we're restitching our positive reality together. So I wanted to put this in, and because I'm thinking that it's sending it out there, we're reconnecting and stitching it back up. They took the stitches out, didn't they, and started unpicking. We're putting it back together. So I'm putting this in. Actually, why not just put the glue all over it? I'll get them cut away just a bit quicker. And I will be doing more of this, so you will be able to do it along with. It'll be longer next. Hi Sandy. So I'll stick this in the bottom. That it's going to go over the paper, but I'll cut that off when it's dried. So, and if it goes in there, I just do that so it goes in the creases because I do a full spread. You don't have to. I do. Glue down there. Sure it sticks in. Like that. They take a bit more time than I do. So it bends when it folds, when you fold the book. So just covering this bit. I've got some trees. I'm going to put that in. I'm just going to rip it. Just randomly putting these in. So I'm going to put this one in the middle. I'm just going to score it with my nails. That's what nails are good for. Yes, we are. I can just see that, Hugger Dave, we are becoming the best versions of ourselves. That's what it's all about. And that is why Trump's lovely wife, Melania, has a slogan, best, be the best you, be best. Best person you can be. It is hard, you know. Them energies are still coming in of anger and stuff. Like I said, we're all working to it. We know what we're working for. We're working for the right side. So don't beat yourself up about it. See, I'm just randomly slapping this on. Da-da. Just covering the paper up underneath. You can paint on the background, but it's quicker to just fill it in. Get these trees in. Meant to be a bit earthly, and they don't have to be cut neatly or anything. Get this one. And then I'll just fill this bit at the bottom, and then I can start showing you some of the pictures. I like this green pattern, so I thought I'd just use it some randomly. Yeah, it all brings you closer to the true source gift. That's what we are. Stick this here. Random. Intuitively, just what else have we got? Got another piece. I'm going to sort of match it on the other side. I will show you this picture when I've done it. I will turn it the right way around. So, yes, Jack. That. Then let me see what else I've got. Have a look. I'll show you I'll show you the pictures I've got. Right, I managed to find, I'm going to put them on the desk. I managed to find a little piece that was this of obviously, what do you call it, the astrology wheel. So I'm going to put that in, maybe just randomly going to stick it in. Like it needs, like that. And I found all these pieces and they all seem to go in. I've got this word, I'm going to cut around this because I'm going to make it look a little clearer. Well-being, because you can stick all the words in, and this is what we want because we want the well-being of everybody. So this is going to cut round. Or you can write it in if you've got neat handwriting, but you will find all these words and things in the spiritual, like health magazines, because mind magazines, because obviously they're the sort of words. So well-being is going to go. I'm not putting that in yet. I'm going to. Oh, wait a minute. We've got this lovely picture. Got stars in her hair and flowers. That made me think of, you know, Sophia. So I'm going to cut this one out and put it in. Got a nice shape to it. This is really therapeutic. I want to get off thinking about negative things, you know. We don't want to be pumping that energy out anymore. Just feeding negative entity that gets stronger every time you are negative. That entity gets stronger. That's why it's so important to get on the positive frequency. So this lovely picture I'm going to put here. Actually, I'm show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick her here. And I'm going to stick this well-being over this. That. Quite nice. These flowers. These paper bits were a bit of flowers, so I just feel like sticking one corner, so you can write nice positive words. Hi Robin. So slap this in. I am rushing this, don't forget, you can take more time. And guess what I found? I found this. I think you're going to like this, everybody. This is like, you know, I was saying we're an organic, they say computer generated, holographic. Well, we're the organic one. We're the organic motherboard. She's our motherboard. Look at this. Like an organic one with flowers connected to earthly things. And there's the brain up there. The waters. Thought that was a really, really good picture. And I can't actually fit that in, so I'm going to use that for something else, but I just loved the picture. I might just cut it out. Organic and motherboard. So, organic. So, I've got a picture of weaving joy. You know, I said like we were stitching it back together, so I am going to write these words in of weaving the joy. We are weaving the joy back in. So, stick this in somewhere. I'm just leaving those words there a minute because I might go over something. Weaving the joy. So weaving the joy. Apparently Alex Jones has got back into Q now, has he? Oh, aye. Doing that one now, is he? Then my dad said today, I think David Icke's a bit of an Alex Jones. I went, well, we'll soon find out who's what, won't we? I'm just cutting this little shape out because it says inside it, the little words say, because this is like your happy place as well. If you're feeling a bit down and you look at the pictures that you've done, do put a smile on your face when you. That's why it is good to do these, and it's not just email. You know, it says put your focus on what you want and put the signals out, like I was saying. So that's what that says. That's a word, so I'm going to. Then we've got this little lady meditating, so I'm going to put that in. So I'm going to try and cut this out. This storm that me and my baby are going through is really tough. Well, that's why I keep saying empathic. You need to chill out, get in nature, watch good people, listen to good music, do art or something like this, or listen to good music. Or this is quite relaxing. You can do it with your children. Got to stop looking at anything negative. If you know about all the stuff, you can stop looking at it and start looking after yourself. As long as you put in, trying to get on that positive frequency. How we change it, how it's changed, it's how we've won anyway. It's how it's all coming in. It's coming into the physical. It's already done up there. That's why I said before about that Scorpio reading that I did at the beginning. When you know what you can do, even when you go down sometimes, when you're feeling a bit low, a load of energy is bumping around at the minute, you can get yourself back on track and don't feel bad for being a bit out of sorts with energy. Everyone's going through it. And you know that we're all going through the same things as well, and we're all here in this chat. You're not alone. Loads of people are going through it. So know that we've got your back. That's why I said you've got to pump out the positivity. You've got to look at who you're hanging around with. Maybe you need to cut out seeing them so much if they're negative and you just can't speak to them at the minute. So, oh, hello. I've been earthing 2 hours straight. I feel amazing. Good. Sorry, I've not. Hi. I'm just looking down. Something about earthlings I wrote down the other day. I was like, I know about earthling. We're little earthlings. I also make junk journals too. Yeah, I make junk journals and arting in them, or if you don't like drawing, you can do this. This is the easy way of doing it. So I've cut her out, so I'm going to stick her in the... Yeah, there's my glue. Yeah, the storm is coming. Trump said that at the beginning, 2 years ago, whatever it was, the storm. And the storm comes, chaos comes, and out of the chaos comes the calm. You have to see the bad to know that we're going to the good, because you have to see what has been covered to our eyes. You have to see the truth. Truth, it will set you free. We have to see it. There'll be a bit of chaos, but that's the way life goes. That's the way nature goes. The thing is, I like listening to songs, but if they're a bit too... They make you cry a bit and that, then sometimes I want something a bit more joyous, do you know what I mean? Because even though she's a good singer, it depends. If it's a bit of a downy song, I'm not going to listen to it. I love listening to that. Can You Feel It by Michael Jackson? That you need upbeat temp. What was this one? Oh, Between Two Worlds, because we have been between two worlds, but they're coming together, aren't they? So I'm going to try and put this in here somewhere. Between two. I'm going to cut it up, actually. It's too big to fit like physical and the spiritual. Cosmic and the, Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh, a song did come in my head today, and it was, let me see if I can find it. Did I write it down? I'm sure I wrote it down. Dolly and Peep saw on video, Lost Book of... Ah, yeah, I'm not surprised. The song was... Let me see. I'm sure I wrote it down. Did, but was... Oh, here it is. What is this song? Because I can't remember it. It just came in my head, that. I don't even know if it's the right words either. Oh. I wanna be down. Wanna be down with you. I wanna be down. Was it by ELC? I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. I wanna be down. I can't remember it. I wanna be down with you. Meaning, I don't mean down as in energy, I just mean, I don't know what I meant. That song just came. Oh, was it Brandy? Good night is true. I wanna be down. I don't know why that popped in. We're all down with each other. Do you know what I mean? Our energies are all down with each other. I don't mean down as in sad. I mean we're all down with each other. We're on the same wavelength, aren't we, Tom? Bonnie Strong. Okay, then quit. Don't quit. Okay, then don't quit your day job. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Don't need to. Are you needing a taxi, or are you being funny? We will find. I can't remember what the words are. Sometimes I make it up. Oh my god. I sort of remember. If they're older songs, I'm not too bad, but that just popped in my head this morning. I was like, what was that song? Yeah, Taxi Alert, maybe. We'll see. So look out, peeps. Maybe a taxi, maybe not. Like I said, we don't hold negativity in the house. So get ready, peeps. Right, what was it? Between Two Worlds. Oh. Negativity. We don't want you. You'll have a taxi and you'll go home. Oh, yes, you will. We don't care. We don't care. It is running. Any takers? Where's that person gone now? Right, I've lost the paper. Oh, it's here. Oh, it doesn't matter. 50 might have been a joke. I don't know. You know, like a jokey joke. Could have been a joke. That's fine if it is. And even if it wasn't, it doesn't really matter because it wasn't bad. It wasn't like done in a bad tone. I was just saying get ready for a taxi just in case, because obviously I don't know that name, so it's fine. Just it's very hard to see how someone's saying something in a text, you know what I mean? So shared on no. Yeah, that's fine, 50. It's just you can't tell how it is in the text, and they might not have meant that, but that's why I just said just get ready just in case, because you just know. Right, so my picture is, I'll probably end up putting some glitter on this, is, I never said I could sing, you know what I mean? I never said I could sing. If family members to put behind. Can't pick your family sometimes, can you? As they say. Right, I think that's all the pieces I'm putting on up to now, because I might add again and I'll show you, but there was this I wanted to do, because I don't know where I'm going to put this. Maybe it won't fit on. I quite like this. So let's see if she'll squeeze on anywhere, because you can layer it up and go over bits and pieces. Let me see if people who say things like that, anyway, it's like, you get up here and do it. Right, I like this picture. Like all the light coming out of the hand. So, thank you, it's alright. I think I'm going to stick her on the corner, so I'm going to go over the flower, but I really like this picture. Yeah, that's the thing with some people. They say things sometimes, it's like, well, you get on your show and you do it. You sing and you do stuff. See if you can do it. Can you do it? No? Can you do it? Yeah, we have to put the sparkles in, JP. So this is a finished product. It might have more added onto it. Oh yeah, I've got to put my little words in. Hold on a minute. But what's your focus on what you want? Signals out. So that can go there. Then we've got weaving joy. We're weaving joy, not taking people's joy away, you know, if they've got a YouTube channel and they're singing or doing that and people like to come in and say things. We don't. We're weaving joy. People who want to have joy in their life. You know, we're ascending that way. So it'll probably be added to, but that's it for now. So I am going to show you the picture and then I'm going to go. I will come into chat just for 5 minutes. Obviously you've been looking at a picture, but it'll probably have glitter on and some other bits, but at the minute, until it dries, it probably looks a bit weird because it's shiny, it's crinkly at the minute, but I will show you when it's dried. It looks like that, so I'm going to put that over there. But, dry out. So that was my picture. You should do more collaging with us. Yeah, I'm going to, Sue. I know I say it all the time, but I end up with things popping in my head, and you know, that's just the way I am. But I will be doing, because I've just forgot something. Hang on a minute. I drew something to put on the picture. Hang on. It's not finished yet. The main one, because I was doing about Mother Earth Sophia. I drew this morning while me and Finn was watching something. And to me, it just said Mother Earth connected as above, so below. So it was like, well, this. She's like a flower, like love, like a rose. She's got her eyes closed because she's like asleep, but subconsciously awake. But she has her all-seeing eye, you know, a good one. And this isn't hair; it's like sort of leaves going around in the air, like she'd pop out loads of lights. That's how I saw it as. So let me see if I can get, thank you Rachel, if I can get this in the middle. So I'm going to put her going over some words, but we know those words are there, so I'm going to slap her right in the middle. Thank you. That's what I was doing it on. I totally forgot. Just thought, oh yeah, I've drawn that picture. I've not stuck her on. It's going to overlap a bit, but we know what words are there. They're there even if you can't see them. That's what I mean about the things out there you can't see doesn't mean they're not there. On a frequency. Right, listen, I'll show you when I've just look. So she's going to sit right in the middle because she is our centre. She can sit there. And sometimes you have to sort of bend it when you put the glue in, so when you do bend it, it's got a bend in it. Hopefully I've put it in right. So I know it's a bit shiny, the light's on it as well, right in the centre of it. So yes, so I will be doing more because I'm just finishing my coffee off and then I'm going to go because I'm so tired. But I do come on because I need to pump that positivity out, and it's what's needed. I said you got to keep doing the work. So I will be bringing more relaxing stuff like this, because as all this stuff starts to come out, physical world where people start getting angry about stuff that they don't know about, you've got to breathe, people. So, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the card reading at the beginning. It was a bit messed up, and the take on, what was it? Beauty and the Beast, and collaging. Bit craft. So, how are you all today? The vibration of singing is part of what? Well, tone is very important. Vibration is very important. Oh my god, someone's just subbed. Oh yeah, if you haven't, you've got to check your subs, you know, because they take them down. Oh, thank you, Mr. Right. I just love it. I mean, thank you for subscribing, but I do love when people do it just because I like seeing the little bunny. I think it's really cute. I'm like, oh, the bunny rabbit. Yeah, do check your subs, because sometimes YouTube take them down, take them off. And that's why some people don't get notifications, but some people are not getting notifications anyway. So do make sure you check, because subscribing doesn't mean you're paying for it. You just sub in to, you know, so I should pop up. Good take on Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, thank you. I just woke up and thought, oh, because I like to share my things that come in and my feelings on it, and I like to share it with you. I'm not going to say thought, but like I said, I will be doing a chat on at some point. Deal with destiny and reaching for the stars, as in the one that I wrote about the star beings, and then the deal we make before we came here. So I don't know if Mr. Wright is in, because some people listen, and that's fine if you don't feel like coming in, but you should say hi because everyone's really friendly, or if you did pop in. But thank you if you are listening anyway. I like seeing the bunny rabbit. I think I've got a bunny rabbit for that. I've got because you can make a coffee donation, and I think the links in the description box below, you know, coffee donation. I'm not telling anyone to make a coffee donation. I'm just saying you can if you want to, towards the channel. And that's I think that's got a little funny little cartoon. I think it's a rainbow cat or something like that. I can't remember, but if that ever happens, you'll get to see it. So that's all good. Oh, he's not in here. Oh. How do you pay for it, Dolly? I think when you go to the... I didn't do it. I think when you go to the link, I think it's PayPal. I think. I'm assuming that's what it is. I'll find out. I think it's in the description box when this goes off or whatever. But just to let you know. Yeah, a coffee just means a couple of quid, you know. That is... So it's not a lot of money. It's just, you know... Jupiter's Ascending, great film. Oh, Tapper, did you watch it? It's brilliant, isn't it? I was going to be watching, I thought it was on Netflix, but it wasn't. I must have watched it, bought it, or watched it on something. And then obviously I saw the Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix, but I couldn't watch it. It said 2001. It's about a superhero that's going against the government. I was like, yeah. I think we are Jupiterians versus Saturnians, because I was telling my dad today, and he was like, that's why my dad doesn't come in on these chats. He was like, woof, right over my head. I said, but Dad, 7 wonders of the years match up with the seven earthly planets of Earth. Doesn't mean we're a planet, it means they are. 7 days of the week, and this, that, and the other. And Jupiter's supposed to be, you know, is it one of the biggest? Really good vibing energy. But I saw something today that was trying to pump out. I think it was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That I think it was that Saturn was good, and it's like, no, it's not, because they're doing the reverse. I do love Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the new one, but I can see what they're trying to pump out. But I still love it because I can see it. It can't subliminally go in my head because I can see it, so I love it. But that's the positive side of everything. The love, the positivity. Saturn is the negativity. This is the thing I want to say before I go, because I will do a chat on this. But basically, I see it as Saturn is what a lot in Hollywood do, where on the dark side of you know, Moloch and all that lot worship. Saturn, which is Saturn, Satan. It's the energy, it's the entity. They use different things like owls, Moloch, this, that, and they're not bad symbols. They just use them for bad symbols. So everyone comes across an owl or someone wearing a pentagram, they think it's bad. Well, it's not. If it's the reverse right way up, they're pointing up, not down. Even though people wear that in rock bands and stuff, because some people don't know what it actually means. That's where you're feeding in to an entity you don't know about. That's why a lot of people don't know what they're feeding into, because they think it's something else, like Nike people. You know, Nike trainers, Nike, the tick is meant to, if I'm right, because I've heard this before when Speaker's Corner the other year, like they're all moaning down there, and someone said, you've got Nike shoes on. They're all like, well, what are you feeding into? The black box, Nike, the tick, for the ring around Saturn, Satan. So sometimes you're buying stuff and you're feeding to an entity, which obviously makes it, how can I explain this? Spiritual can come into the physical manifestation and the other way around as well. you're pumping that much energy up, it sort of comes alive, like sentient or whatever it's called. So Saturn, you're buying things that you don't even know feed into an entity, and that's why they do certain stuff like Starbucks. Starbucks. There's loads of things out there. And I watched someone I liked, and they were drinking from Starbucks, and I thought, you're supposed to be into all this, that, and the other. I wouldn't even buy there for the principle of the thing. There's probably many things. Sometimes I'm probably doing it and don't even know, but I'm just saying, it's mad when you look at certain things, and there's certain symbols that mean something that we don't even see. We don't even see. That's why they've had lately a lot of unicorn stuff out. Not that I'm saying that's bad, because the energy of we see it is good, but what they use it for, and the all-seeing eye on the pyramid, because it's more like their all-seeing eye of Saturn, not our all-seeing eye of, like you said, fifth of Jupiter, because there's two, yin and yang, and also ours was the round table, not the triangle, even though they took over the round table. That's how I see it anyway. Matter is magnetic light. Yeah, and that book that I got, the astrology one, I'll have to do some reading out of that again, because it's got a lot of it in there, and that's an old book. That's why I'm saying be careful what you're buying and what you're doing. We don't know all, and this is why I'm saying keep trying to pump out the positivity, keep trying to watch things that are positive and this, that and the other, because if you're feeding into negativity, you're feeding into Saturn. It gets stronger, and that's why I believe all this deceiving, all the lies, all the shadow government, all these horrible things that have been going on, they've come in because of these energies, because we've allowed it. Yeah, we've been deceived, and then if you think about it before I go, all the news that's been on when you used to watch the news, and the sheeple that are still watching it, and they're all getting anger and negativity and, oh, woe is me, and they're getting ill, that's from Saturn. So you're feeding it constantly, because you're watching all these horror films, you're watching the news, that's all down and miserable. So you're feeding into Saturn's energy, it's sucking. That's why they say they feed off you. That feeds off you. That's more, that's probably more reptilian. That's feeding off us. That's why you need to shift it. You're going to pump anything out, pump it to Jupiter, and you're going to be positive and do the things you love. Keep positive people around you and do positive things, and try and keep that mindset as much as you can. Do go down sometimes, as long as you bring yourself back up and be aware, like I said in the Scorpio card reading before. It went back down again after you find it out, but because you're stronger, because you can realise it, once you can see you going down, you bring yourself back up again. Don't go listening to sad songs that make you cry. Michael Jackson on, can you feel it? Get that sort of music on. Pump some feel good music out, because that's why they did a lot of love songs about partners splitting up and that, and you'd be like, oh god, man, this song, like, it makes me cry. Well, you're feeding into the negativity, because that's, oh, woe is me and all that. So oh, Mr. Right is he in? I can't see. Well, if Mr. Right is in, thank you very much. See you. Oh, there you go. So that's my message of today, and this is why I'll keep pumping out these messages of positivity, because it is well needed, and this is the way the news should be. It should be, where are them glasses? Down here on the floor. It's bring back the comedy. It's bring back positive news. We want to have the news channel where you're seeing positive things of people helping people in communities helping people build and grow community gardens and stuff like that, where it can show you how to learn to grow a community garden or not. I don't know. All that sort of stuff should be on the news, so it's making you feel empowered to help others, not divide, because that's why they put all the crap out in the news, because they want you divided and in fear. Saturn is the fear mongering. Jupiter is joy. So if they put more of that out, everyone would be like, there's great people in the world, and I want to help thy neighbour, and thy neighbour will help me, like Jesus did, Money is not a bad thing. I heard someone saying, I think it was Shane actually, off Unbiased on the Fence, it could have been this morning, and I watched that much stuff, I don't know what I'm watching. But they said, money's not bad. If you've been working hard, money's not bad. It's the love of money that's bad. If you can do amazing things with it, brilliant. And I don't believe, like they said on there, that Jesus was walking around in scraggy robes, think he was being the best person he could be, you know, and that's why they pump that out there. A lot of spiritual classes are changing that now, you know, but if you're spiritual, you have to be living on a mountain somewhere with a, you know, in rags and bombing every day, and you're not allowed money. Oh no, you can't be spiritual and have money. Of course you can. You can help a lot of people with money. You can help others with money. So no, it isn't a bad thing. And that's where people are going wrong with certain bits in the Bible that's been to, oh no, don't do this and don't do that. Oh no, but some of them priests and pastors or whatever in these churches take all your bloody money anyway, don't they? I'm not saying all of them, I'm just saying, because they got in there, didn't they? Positive news, my niece just gave up her corporate job and now works for a local charity. Exactly, because does she know, or is she just waking up naturally? Because a lot of people are waking up naturally. They can see because a lot of the corporations, the big ones, I'm not saying all of them, not all of them, there are good people out there, are very triangle based, aren't they? The pyramid scheme. And it's all about me, and it's all about service to thyself. Yes, we have to give service to ourselves in the way of looking after yourself and nurturing yourself, but their way of looking at that is me, I'll take all your money. You lot will never make as much money as me because it's me at the top of the pyramid. It's all about service to others as well. You have got to look after yourself, but service to others. It's not all about, if we lived in that more of a community, it'd be a lot easier with people. It's all about that side. Saturn's all about desires, wanting. You don't want it. You may need things, but you don't need that. Do you just want it because they've got it, or that celebrity's advertising it, so you want it because you want to feel as good as them? Half of them celebrities don't live that life that you think they live. I bet they're more miserable than you think they are, because if you know what's going on, you'll understand. Yes, Saturn mentally is selfish. Yeah. So we will be doing more chats on the planets because I'm going to be going through that book, and it's an older book, not a newish one. Don't forget they've put lies about the planets out there and this, that and the other, and it's mad, but interesting and good at the same time. But this is why I say keep positive, because you want to feed the right entity. As above, so below. You want to feed yourself with positivity and light, and then the entity above that comes back down as well, manifests back down to you when you're pumping it out on the right frequency. Has to be positive as well. I believe because the world got so negative, that entity has been over us a long time, and because this timeline's coming back in, this is why we have to do it. We have to bring in what was there before and bring all that energy in. That's what's happening anyway. That's what's happening, but we've got to keep at it. That going, and it knows it's going. So that's all I wanted to say. So I'm going to go off, chill out, watch a bit of Sabrina, and then I'm going off to bed because, like I said, 2-3 nights on the trot, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I need a break, and I've got an appointment for something tomorrow, so yeah. Yeah, true, Filthy. So I'm going to go now. Yeah, soul fam, and that's what it's all about. It's about taking your soul back and soul ascension. It's all about being the best you can be, the best you being with love, and that's the ascension. Bringing them vibes in, that's the ascension. Oh, thank you, empathic. Up and actually, yeah, and that's brilliant, and that's why if you manage hopefully to find a job that you love, you'll enjoy going to work. That's why they wanted you to not have jobs that you enjoy. So it's all that I hate going to work. It's all that word hate, this, that and the other gets pumped up into that entity. That's why we've got to start changing our words. I'm finding this hard. That's why I won't say the powers that, it's the powers that were in certain things now. You've got to pump out, think of a different word. That's a positive way. So, I mean, that's why I'm trying to find a job in. It's got to be something I love. So that's why I do need to try and get, like I said, no, I haven't done it yet, Rachel. I haven't done my bookmarks yet because I had to watch Finn last night a little bit because he was sick. So, you know what I'm like. Yeah, I'll have a beautiful evening, morning, whatever you are. And you're all brilliant in chat. And that's why I love this community. And I was really tired and thought, oh, shall I just do it tomorrow? And I thought, no, I need to come on when I come on because that's a message I have to put out when I feel like putting it out. So as soon as I get off, I'll be like, my energy will go down because I'm tired, but not go down as I'm sad, just tired. That's why I've got to look after myself, go to bed early-ish. I don't go to bed early, but early-ish. Listen to myself. So yeah, so enjoy, and see you very soon. Bye. Yeah, I'll be doing more crafting, so thank you. Yeah, the beast segment. I'll be doing some more on that. I like it. It's quite funny. It's quite good. So thank you. Bye. If I can get off, I always do this wrong.